One of the very best homemade remedies is good old-fashioned bone broth. I love to get a chicken. I make sure it's the kind at least raised without antibiotics, local and farm raised if I can get it. But if not, just even just one that doesn't have antibiotics in it. And I love the a-garten recipe for roast chicken. And we pick off the meat and throw the carcass back in the pot. As I cook throughout, the week, I throw my shavings from my carrots in a bag in the freezer, the ends for my onions, just really any discard vegetable matter that I might otherwise just compost, I put in a freezer bag, and it makes a great addition to the bone broth. It helps add that extra nutritional value and flavor. And then I just add a handful of good salt, either the pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, and some peppercorns, and put it in there with a splash of apple cider vinegar. Bring it up to a boil, drop it down to a simmer. You can see it simmering, it's bubbling just a little bit. And then I put the lid on and just let it cook all night long. I let it cook at least 12 hours. And in the next morning, it is a thick and full of nutrition bone broth. And a great trick for canning and jarring this up, which I just kind of put the jars in the freezer, is to strain out all the meat and all the material, the solid particles, and then cool it down very quickly with ice and cold water. And it will still be very thick and very rich. You won't lose any of the richness, any of the flavor by doing it that way, but it will cool it down very, very quickly. So you can get that in the jars, put them in the fridge if you want to, and then move them into the freezer. Of course, if you're going to freeze it, you want to leave a little bit of headspace so as the liquid expands, it doesn't push the lid out or break your jars. But bone broth is just so good. I can just feel it working. But I have a little bit left over after putting them in the jars. I'll just drink it. And my body just responds like it knows it's some good stuff. So enjoy.